I'm Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel. And so if you are planning your holiday trip to New York, let me give you some ideas for family-friendly, kid-friendly shows. Of course, there are the usual suspects on Broadway, like Wicked and Lion King and The Outsiders, which just won a Tony this past summer. Aladdin, Great Gatsby, Hamilton, Hell's Kitchen, The Alicia Keys Show, MJ the Musical, Sunset Boulevard, which just opened this fall with Nicole Scherzinger. And of course, Radio City Music Hall, the Christmas pageant starring the Rockettes. Yes, we all know about those. Those are some of the hottest selling tickets right now. But off-Broadway, there are some great shows for kids. Starting off with a couple of new original musicals based on children's books, like The Very Hungry Caterpillar. That includes like some puppetry and fun things for kids. Also, Baba Yaga and the Firebird. This is based off the Russian folklore character, and it too includes like puppetry and some tricks and magic, so that might be really fun. Michelle Dorrance. Michelle Dorrance is a really well-known tap dancer and choreographer, and her company does her version of the Nutcracker. So it's more of a tap ballet. She incorporates Duke Ellington type music and pairs it with the traditional Tchaikovsky Nutcracker music and does this really cool tap ballet version of the Nutcracker. Now, she only does about 4 performances of this right before Thanksgiving. So if that's when your trip is planned, you might want to check that out. There is Cirque Mechanics, Yuletide Factory, which is basically circus meets Christmas. Christmas spirit, if that's how you want to think about it. Improv Kids. Improv Kids is if you and your family are entertainers and like to get up on stage and do interactive comedy while the audience shouts out suggestions, this may be the perfect show for you. So, Improv Kids. There is Fur Home, the musical, which is about 5 stray dogs and their adventures to try and find a new home. And what I like about this one is that a portion of the ticket sales go to animal shelters. So, I would go to that one just for that reason. Disney and Cameron Mackintosh are doing their version of Mary Poppins. Now, Cameron Mackintosh is known for shows like Les Mis and Miss Saigon. So they have paired up with Disney to do a new version of Mary Poppins. So it's not the movie. It's not the Broadway version of Mary Poppins. It's a brand new version. What I can tell, it's sort of some of the movie and maybe more based on the original P.L. Travers books. Now, she didn't really care for the movie much because they changed so much of her book. So maybe they're including more of her book than and kind of getting away from the movie. I don't know. This could be really interesting. But anyway, Mary Poppins, the new musical. So we'll see how that goes. And then a very swing out holiday. This is like a musical to that big band sound of the 40s with that kind of jive dancing and sort of that really fun dancing of the 40s to all the holiday classics. And for Act 2, you can get on stage to dance with the ensemble. So there you go, another interactive experience, if that sounds like fun. So there you go. There are some fun musicals that you might not think of seeing that aren't on Broadway, but they're just as fun for you and your family to go see. Okay, have a fun trip and have a good holiday season. It is upon us faster than I thought. All right, don't forget to click and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next.